So I saw this and I thought to myself, what is my life insurance policy? How much is that worth? And I thought that was a somewhat concerning sign. I don't feel that way at the moment, but I got a new kid and you want to be able to provide and these kinds of things. So you think about that. And what that made me think of, I got things written down in my little notebook. So journal-like vehicle. Some things that I've written down before, not too long ago. About mental health and mental health awareness. I think that I'm pretty fit mentally. And I mean that in the sense of a person can be physically fit, but just because you're physically fit doesn't mean you can't get hurt, doesn't mean you can't suffer muscle failure or a strain or something. I think mental fitness is the same way. You can be mentally fit and still have a breakdown, and still have tough times. Things can still be difficult. But maybe you're able to bounce back like a physically fit person who gets injured typically can recover a little bit faster. I think there's something to that. I think all those circumstances are not within your control. Some people are born with better physical fitness or potentially a better mental fitness than others. And because I feel that way about myself, I think a lot of times I've thought that I wasn't suffering or wasn't going through something. And as I look back, I've learned more to look at my actions. Was I acting out of character in a way? And in what ways? Was it emotional reactions? Was it, just doing odd things, having the urge to eat, for example, or go somewhere or get away from it all in a way that is maybe out of character or maybe even a little extreme. And I think for men, because we don't talk about these things in depth, we often are led by our actions and maybe don't realize the extent of what we're dealing with mentally. And I wanted to take some time to highlight that and ask yourself, as I do now, myself many times. Sure, I feel fine, but what do my actions indicate? Am I acting in a way that is odd for me, that is out of character or not helpful or even harmful to my way of life or someone else's? And if I am, then maybe I need a reality check. I need to get back in my body and do things to help myself regain my balance. That's where I've been at, and that's the approach I've had since that article, which wasn't a wake-up call for me, but was an awareness call. Time to check in.